What up, folks? It's your pal, Coach Vino, and this is the Glass Half Full podcast where we turn setbacks into comebacks. Let's go.
Yo, 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 everybody goes through setbacks, but don't let these setbacks make you take a step back. Step back from the situation, put your brush down, envision the picture you're painting, because everybody goes through setbacks.
All right. Welcome back to the podcast. I am Coach Vino, the people's bartender, and your certified coach from the Boogie Down Bronx. So I hope everybody's well since the last time we hung out. I'm doing absolutely fantastic. I want to jump right into this one, okay? Because I think it's important as we head into the fall season and people start to kind of reboot and get ready to, go, feet to the ground. Let's get it, let's get it popping with whatever it is that they have on their minds, whatever ambitions they might have. Okay, so the other day I was having a conversation with somebody, right? And he tells me, listen, I'm just waiting for the right opportunity to come along. And I had to stop them right there. And I said to them, listen, that's the problem. The problem is that you're waiting for the right opportunity, right? And that's the problem with so many people. They treat opportunity like it's some sort of bus. And that bus is going to pull up right in front of them. They think all they got to do is sit on the curb, twiddling their thumbs until the bus arrives. But life doesn't work like that. That bus ain't coming. If you want to ride, you're going to have to build the damn bus yourself. Because here's the thing. Opportunity is not luck. It isn't some sort of magical moment that just happens to fall into your lap when the stars align. Opportunity is born out of hustle, out of consistency, and out of putting yourself in the right places over and over again until opportunity starts knocking on that door. You need to understand something. Virtually every successful person that you admire, whether it's a business owner, an athlete, an artist, they didn't just get discovered. No, what they did is they made sure they were out there to be discovered. They put in the work. They learned the skills. They made connections. They created situations where they couldn't be ignored. And listen, I get it. It's scary. Because when you decide to create your own opportunities, now you're taking full responsibility. And you can't blame the universe for not sending you the right opportunities or the right breaks. You can't say, I was never given a chance. No, because you're the one building the chance. And that's a lot of pressure. But it's also a lot of power. Listen, let me break it down for you. You want to start a business, right? But you're waiting for the perfect time. Well, that, my friend, is a myth, okay? The perfect time will never come. You have to start with what you've got, where you are, and you make it work. You want to get into a new career, but there's no one offering you a position? You start volunteering. You build your portfolio and you show people that you're already doing the work. Okay? You see someone else's success and think they got lucky? Let me tell you something. 99% of the time, that luck, okay, that so-called luck, was just their preparation colliding with the right moment. But they were prepared for that moment. Okay? They'd been grinding for years behind the scenes. And by the time you saw them blow up, they already built themselves a runway. That's what creating opportunity looks like. Okay? You're building your runway long before your plane is ready to take off. Now, here's the truth that you're going to have to swallow. Nobody's going to care about your dream as much as you do. Nobody. There's going to be people that care a lot, but not as much as you do. And nobody's going to lose sleep over you not following through on your dreams. Because that's your job. And yeah, sometimes that means showing up to events you don't feel like going to. Or sending 50 emails, knowing that maybe 2 of them might get a response. or practicing your craft every day when nobody's watching. Nobody. That's the investment you make to create your moment. You see, one of the most dangerous traps that people fall into is thinking, well, if it's meant to be, it'll happen. Yeah, forget about it, right? But that's not at all. That's how people end up living with regret. If it's meant to be, it'll be because you made it happen. If you want it, you plant the seeds, you water it, you give it sunlight. And you protect it from anything that tries to kill that dream. That's how opportunity grows. Through care, through work, and through patience. And here's another thing. Creating opportunity doesn't mean everything's going to go smooth. Not at all. Not at all. I can tell you that for facts. Most of the time, it's going to be messy. You might fail. You might get embarrassed. You might take something and it totally flops. But even in that mess, you're learning. Because you're building relationships, you're gaining skills, you're figuring out what works and what doesn't work. And that means that the next thing you go for, or the next attempt that you make, is going to be stronger. Because you're going to have wisdom. Look, the truth is that waiting for the right opportunity is a comfortable feeling. Because it feels safe. It feels safe. But it's also a slow death for your ambition. Creating opportunity means stepping into discomfort, putting yourself on the line, and risking the fact that it might not work. It might fail, might flop. But you know what's worse than failing? Sitting there wondering for the rest of your life what could have happened if you've just tried. I know that feeling very intimately. It's not a good feeling. So here's my challenge to you. Stop waiting. Make that phone call. Send that proposal. Post that video on social media, on YouTube. Knock on that door. Introduce yourself to the person who could change your entire life, your trajectory. Don't wait for permission. Go out there and take your shot. Because in the end, the people who win aren't the ones who sat around waiting for opportunity to knock. They're the ones who built the door. Okay? They made sure the hinges were on straight, and then they kicked it open when they were ready to walk through. Okay? Well, look, that's all I got for you, folks. I hope you enjoyed today's podcast. If you did, I appreciate that you left a message, you left a review. It's an old voicemail there. You left a review so you can help Coach Vino feed the hungry algorithm. If you or someone you know might want to work with Coach Vino, you can visit my website, coachvinollc.com. You can also follow the podcast on social media where I share my thoughts in bite sizes. And it also gives me an opportunity to directly interact with you guys, which I always like. So anyway, I'm anywhere at Coach Vino Podcast. And remember, folks, if nobody else tells you, Coach Vino appreciates you. Cheers. What I'm feeling in a hip-hop form, but I was born to succeed. So as long as I breathe, ain't nobody on this earth gonna crush my dreams. Yo, this might be the end of the verse, but this is just the start of a new beginning. Word.